Oh dear, I shall be too late. Ugh. I just saw Us and I'm hype. I'm gonna say it, I'm hype. There's just so much to unpack about this movie. There's just so much to talk about. There's the theme, there's the different references that Jordan Peele is making with this film. It's just, there's so much juice to this film. There's so much Easter eggs. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie, and I've just seen it once, so there are a lot that I didn't catch. But after thinking about it on my way home, I started thinking of a lot of different stuff that popped out, a lot of different Easter eggs. So I'm just gonna talk about what I think about the theme of the film, and then I'll probably talk about some Easter eggs that I noticed and what I think they mean and what I think the reference was supposed to be about. So the theme of Us is kind of similar to Get Out, where it tackles a social issue that we're having currently in the United States. This time, Jordan Peele comes around with Us, and he's talking about classism and how classism affects race, and the structure of race is changing. New Negroes are usually elite blacks who think that race does not play a part in their lives due to the fact that they have money, they have wealth. So the things that would plague a poor black person does not plague them. Therefore, they can think, they have time to pay attention to other things. They have time to pay attention to the sunshine, the sky above them. There's a line in Us where spoiler alert, there's a line in Us where she talks about the fact that you had a sky above you, and the sky that you have above you is a representation of the lack of limitations when you are able to have a certain amount of wealth. And before we got to that part, we're seeing all of these subtle things that the elite blacks have done, whether it be in their lives or what they've done to other people or how they live their lives. For example, on the car ride up, you find out, you realize these people are separate from hood folks because of the music that they're playing in the car. The songs that they play throughout the whole film, the music that they're playing is telling you something about each of the individuals who are, or group of people who are playing that song. And the song of them going from Janelle Monáe, which is like smooth R&B, and then I got 5 on it. When that song is playing and you're seeing the kid and she's like, snap along, and they're like asking what does that mean, what does 5 on it mean, and so on. And these kids are so separated from the hood folk lifestyle of the people who are singing these rap songs. So the father can sing these rap songs because you remember back in his day when he was growing up and going to Howard University, he was embracing that blackness and embracing that hip-hop culture. However, now that he's been removed and he's been able to work his way to a certain level of wealth, his mind is still engraved in his past. He still have the memory of all the things that he used to do and how they used to have fun and listen to these songs. However, if you see that the mom is a little bit more hesitant, even though she likes the song, she was raised in this lifestyle. She was raised already middle class, already above, I'm using that word as an int, spoilers, above the hood folk because of where she lived. So you can see all of that Peele gives us a clear example of a black person putting on the mask of stereotype and going out there to try to seem more intimidating. When the family comes and stand in the driveway, suddenly the veil of proper upper middle class black folk falls off and he becomes the hood guy saying, we can get crazy. If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy. He puffed up his chest and he was standing there all proud in his manhood, all hood with it. But before he was saying, please get off of my property. Now you're trespassing and so on. But when he was ready to be intimidating, he put on the black scent. So and at that moment you see, oh, so they're trying to say the elite blacks do roughly the same things, just with different nuances as the white people would do. Like there are microaggressions among black people, where rich black people are constantly using these microaggressions against the lower black folk. And yes, I understand that there are white people in this film and there are white people who are also down below, but I don't know if you've ever heard of the Dave Chappelle jokes where he talks about how rich white people treat poor white people, and it's almost as if they don't treat them like human beings. And he'll say that when you are rich, you go to places where you meet rich white people, and as a black person you're around rich white people, and the way they talk about poor white people is appalling. So I feel like that's a little bit of what Jordan Peele was throwing in there, where you see the white family from down below, when they came up and they were killing the white family, they killed them instantly. They gave them no chances. They weren't playing around. But if you look at the black family, when they came up, they gave them chances, because black people are always giving black people chances. Like, even though you shat on me, the fact that we share the same color skin, we share a similar shade, there is kinship within our shade. Even if you even see the way that the white family, they just fought the black family back. They didn't instantly just murder them. Like, they had Lupita's character, what was her name? Damn. How do I forget her name? Like, it was right at the top of my tongue. All I can think about is Laura, because the little boy said, kiss my anus. But anyway, kiss my anus, Laura. But like, they had her she had her cuffed to the bed when she could have killed her instantly. She had the scissor at her neck and she didn't kill her. However, she walked in and she saw herself and she was like, stab, bitch. I don't care if we share the same face or the same skin. No, we're not one. You think you're better than me, so I'll kill you. Or I'm better than you, so I'll kill you. The thing that popped out to me was the fact that the friends, the white couple, the husband said to his wife to scare her. She said, when she asked him what was outside making that noise, he looked out, and to scare her, he said, OJ. OJ murdered his ex-wife, who was a blonde woman, just like this blonde woman that the husband is telling, hey, OJ Simpson is outside. So OJ is like this idea of fear towards blonde women. So blonde women see OJ as this thing to fear because he murders blonde women, or he murdered a blonde woman. I think Us used OJ as the epitome of an untethering of blackness. When a person who's black becomes wealthy, they're able to remove the shackles of blackness and become just a wealthy person. They no longer have to be a black man or a black woman. They can now be their name. OJ says, I'm not black, I'm OJ. when they asked, who are you? Who are you people? And they said, we're Americans. I feel like I've been preaching for so long now about the theme, and I feel like there's even more there with the different layers, like literal layers of stuff to talk about. But anyways, let's talk about the Easter eggs that I saw. When the movie starts out, they start talking about the tunnels that there are across the United States. A lot of tunnels and sheds or whatever they want, underground spaces in the United States, and no one knows what they're for. And then we see hands across America on the screen as a commercial. Unite, the unity of Americans. However, while you're focusing on the TV screen, look at the VHS tapes at the side of the screen. You see the Goonies, you see CHUD, Chud. You see those movies, and not only are they like 80s movies and you're like, yeah, but those movies all have to do with tunnels and underground areas. In Goonies, you have the underground treasure. They're going through the underground to look for the treasure, and they find the Cyclops and stuff. There's people under there. There are things going on underground. And then in Chud, you have the homeless underground people. Those things, that's a foreshadowing of what's to come in the movie. There's I don't know if it says Thursday night written on the VHS. I don't know if that was like a nod towards, hey, this is coming out on a Thursday night, because that's usually when movies come out. It's like Friday, early Friday, so it's like 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock Friday, Thursday going into Friday. I don't know if that was supposed to be a part of it, but that's how I saw it as. But I don't know if it says Thursday night or Tuesday night or something like that. I couldn't see it because I was all the way in the back. The white rabbit. As soon as you see the white rabbits and you remember the tunnels, the holes, and all of that stuff, you're thinking, it's Alice in Wonderland. She's Alice. She went down the rabbit hole and she kept going down and down and down the rabbit hole, and she discovers what? She discovers more about herself than anything. She discovers something down in the rabbit hole. There's also this slight reference to the grandmother and the grandson. And I feel like maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but I feel like at the end, that whistle song, that whistling, I think that was what gave the little boy that little inkling that something was up, because he heard that song somewhere already, and I'm assuming he heard it from his grandma, because it seems like he had a close relationship with the grandma. And I wasn't paying so much attention to the grandma, the mom, Lupita Nyong'o's character's mom at the time when I started watching it. I wasn't paying that much attention to her, and not much came up after that. You didn't hear the father make a reference to Laura and the grandma when he was trying to convince her to go to the beach. He mentioned the son, because the son seemed to have been close with his grandmother. But I know there's a whole bunch of other things that I should have seen and I missed. I mean, Vision Quest, I don't know if that's like a reference to the movie Vision Quest. It's like, oh, there's a girl living in my room or blah, 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 you know, but it's completely different because it's not like a mystical, magical type, it's not like a, you know, mystery type thing. It's just like a physical person who's like, you know, a girl who's run away or whatever. She's going somewhere and she's staying in my room. I guess there's like a class difference there, or I don't even know. But I don't know. Vision Quest. Find yourself in the rabbit hole. It's Alice in Wonderland references. There are birds, Hitchcock birds. And I almost forgot to talk about. I almost forgot to talk about it. The Bible verse, Jeremiah 11:11. And Jeremiah 11:11 says, and I'm going to read it. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them." What does that mean? You can't escape it because God won't even save you. Like, you can form all the weapons you want against them. God ain't gonna do anything to stop them from coming after you, because I guess maybe you provoked it somehow or another. But that Bible verse being something that you see throughout it is basically foreshadowing that, hey, you're not escaping this. This is America. That's it. This is America. You're not gonna escape it. You can try to escape. You can beg for mercy, but there's nothing you can do to fix this already broken system. It's already gone too far, is basically the issue. Should have remedied it when you had the chance. That's basically what Jordan Peele was trying to say. Oh, I've been trying so hard not to watch a single video about us or look at any Facebook post about us, because I'm like, I don't want anyone to spoil it. And then my friend said to me when we were in the theater, it's like, oh, I wonder what the twist that everybody is talking about is. And I'm like, there's a twist? I didn't know about this. I'm like, oh, good, okay. And I watched it and I loved it. Loved it. I need to watch it one more time, or two more times, or a million more times. But anyways, thanks for watching this long rant, this long ass rant for me. I'm gonna try to edit this video and try to get it up by tomorrow, which is Sunday, March 24th. Wow, time is flying. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Just remember, this is America.